And we are good to go, everybody. How's it going, everyone? Long see no time. This is Shanieology's channel. Remember me, guys? I don't know
Is it really you, Shane? Is that really you? I can't tell. Is it Force Ghost Shane? Is it Force Ghost Shane? Is that who we're really talking with here?
hold on. Someone's got some feedback here.
Are we talking to Puppet Shanie? Someone's controlling you.
Is it Force Ghost Shane? Is it Force Ghost Shane? What's going on here?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was me. That was my bad. Yeah. I'm just a Force Ghost, guys. Sorry to tell you, I haven't been around for a while.
Good to have you back. Welcome back, man.
Yeah, I know. I feel I gotta apologize to everybody for my little disappearing act for a bit. But it was for a good cause, guys. You're gonna see soon enough the cause as to why I was away for a while, and I am one of those people who I'm not a very good multitasker. So when I focus on something, I kind of put my head in the game, and that's about it. But hopefully, you guys, it's all worth it. Let's see who's in the chat with us, guys, before we start. Wookiee Supremacy, you've been here forever. Thank you very much for waiting. Shaq Skywalker, how are you? Thank you for coming. The Sentinel's always here. We got some people hiding. But yeah, I'm back, guys. And we got a lovely cast, as our usual cast that we have, back together again. Introduce yourselves. Ben.
First name Fan, last name Ben.
Ben.
How's it going, everybody?
Good.
Yeah, I'm a last name Log, first name Peen.
Peen Log.
Yeah, my new name is K-Log's Peen Scented Cologne.
The best ever, the best name ever, and the best scent ever. You bottled that shit. Tell it.
It's pretty hard to get down. You got to work on that. You got to work on getting that scent down. It's pretty hard to do.
Come get my.
I am death by penis.
That's the best way to go, I hear.
It depends on who you are. I like that by boobs better than that.
Not if you're receiving.
Yeah, death by boobs. Smothered in titties.
That's when YouTube's giving you crap about your name. It's like Death by Saber. Okay, fine. Death by Penis then.
Death by penis.
There you go.
The dark
Snow Dove, bud. How's it going?
Hail Snow Dove!
Hail Snow Dove!
Hail Sentinel. Hail Sentinel.
Yeah, hail everybody in the chat. Sentinel, Wookiee Supremacy. Hail everybody.
All right.
Who's that guy? All right.
So I never got a chance to talk about some Mandalorian, guys, with you. The finale. What did you guys think of the finale there anyway? Because
it's been so long, I barely remember what happened. Do you guys remember what happened in the finale?
I loved Moff Gideon's dialogue. Was great.
I did too.
He was talking
it's
a
been
lot.
a while.
Yeah, he was talking a lot of shit, and it
Sorry,
was,
DBS,
I
go ahead.
enjoyed it. Yeah, no, Moff Gideon. His dialogue was great. He was talking a lot of shit. I loved it.
like actual talking about his shit, like actual fecal matter.
Yes. His dark.
My favorite part of the episode was don't they pour chocolate on the ground and have Gina Carano eat their way out?
That's how he really got out of his ship. Remember, we thought it was the dark saber that got him out of the ship, but that was just Cara Dune eating her way out of that.
Hey, by the way, Kerm, I have something for you. You're gonna like this. So I was in the bargain bin aisle at where you get some like bargain basement stuff from Walmart and sometimes from Amazon, and I came across this. You see what that is, guys?
Whoa! Get the fuck! Was that free? Did they pay you to take that?
It was practically free. I bought it for like $3. I had to buy it because it's like $3. You can't go wrong. This is a Dark Series in mint in the box. I looked for Mando. I couldn't find him anywhere. I didn't even know these things existed.
Dude,
it comes with force choke function, right? Force choke function.
Yeah, she comes with Baby Yoda. No, she doesn't come with Baby Yoda.
She's like a bag of refried beans.
They actually make her pretty beefy. She's pretty beefy here, actually. When you think they did her, she looks pretty good.
She needs less carbs.
I actually liked her at the end. At first, I didn't like her, and I rewatched that stupid scene where she punches Mandalorian in the face. Remember that which episode that was?
Chapter
that one.
4.
Yeah, because I liked the finale so much that I had to rewatch the scenes, just the beginning, just so I could see like what I really thought. I really still hated that. And that scene. She punches him, and not only did she punch him to the point where like he fell almost like a comical fall. Like she punches him, and he fell like slapstick funny fall, head first to the ground, legs pulling up. I'm like, that was horrible. Like she's okay. I can understand someone being strong. But she punched a guy in the face with a mask, and he did a Buster Keaton slam to the ground WWF fall and bounced off the ground. Like, is she superhero strength? I didn't because am I missing something? Was she superhero strength? Because that's the only way you do that. I don't care who you'd have to be. Not even like Captain Marvel couldn't. I would say could do that.
If they showed us like in a flashback scene that somehow the Empire or whoever, no, she didn't fight for the Empire, right? So, she got some super soldier serum stuff injected in her or something like that. I could understand that.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you got to think she had to have been strong to do that kind of force, knock him like that. Like he bounced off the fucking ground.
Yeah. You don't get like that. She's eating 3 number 3s from Taco Bell every night.
3 number 3s.
Yeah, she triple on the protein.
Yeah.
Well, on Kermit, we've been catching up on the Clone Wars, and there's an episode where Padme actually kicks a droid and punches a droid too, and she's punching him with her bare hands. So I guess this is something that's pretty typical of Filoni. It seems that way. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bunch of baloney what Filoni's trying to pull.
Yes.
Baloney.
Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't actually enjoy the final scene, the final chapter. I actually really liked it. I liked where they were going with it. I enjoyed actually at first I was not sure because I wasn't sure how to take the opening scene with the 2 guys on the speeder. That whole sequence where they're shooting. Like it felt kind of overly comical, but then I ended up liking it a lot. I actually started I actually kind of like this. So we got TechCom here leaving like this. Okay, so he says this TechCom preserving Terminator lore since 1984 follows if you want. Okay, this is an advertisement, I believe. So you will get advertised. There, done. Daddy Pants, how's it going, man?
Hey, DP.
K-Log's peen will slap these hoes into correction. Don't worry, fans.
Hey, man, DP. Hey, Daddy Pants.
Everything Star Wars.
Thanks for coming, man. Like the stream, save the dream.
Save the dream. What does he say in Rogue One again? Save the rebellion, save the dream.
But yeah, no, I thought it was a great episode. I didn't have much complaints about it. And actually, it finally did explain something about Yoda, and I did kind of like where they're headed in the second season. It made me kind of like I liked the direction they're going to take with it. That's as far as I'll get. Would you guys like the direction?
What? Yeah, we all did. What do you think? What are your predictions, Shane? What do you think's going to happen with the Darksaber? Because that's something that's pretty deep in the giant lore that's happening here. What do you think about that?
You guys are gonna have to help me out with that lore because I'm not a big Darksaber. I knew it was a Darksaber, but I don't know much about the lore or anything.
Simplest, shortest explanation is simply this: it's a Mandalorian lightsaber. It was built by the first Mandalorian Jedi, and I think he may have been the only. Well, just the first Mandalorian Jedi built it.
Oh,
and it was a plasma saber.
Oh, so okay.
No kyber crystal in it.
So they're saying that he must have stole it from the Mandalorian that had it, right? So he obviously had it because he stole it. Is that?
Or he was a Mandalorian. Whoever is the top warrior wins in battle, gets the sword, right, and gets to rule Mandalore, right?
It's a symbol of leadership. Yes. It's Yeah, it's like the helmet was in the old lore, which was the Mandalorian helmet. Now it's the Darksaber.
Hmm.
And
Thanks, man. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everything Star Wars. I'm glad Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate that when you do it. And so, guys, let's you want to talk about why this whole party is here.
Yeah.
So, guys, yeah, go ahead, Ben, because you're better at.
Oh no! So I was just going to ask you. So Shane, everybody, if any of you listening, Shane has been working. The reason why he's been gone is because he was been working on this movie, and it's about this episode is like 7 minutes long. It's a 7-minute something like that, and it's a great. I've seen it already, sir, but it's amazing. And I just have to say, so everybody, we're gonna watch it together. Hopefully, you'll watch it with us. Open a second tab and watch it with us because it needs the views, and we want to get this thing out there. We want to get this. We need to make this thing through the roof. So help us with that, and we appreciate it so much.
Yeah, just a little backstory. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while because I've been wanting to do a series based around Star Wars and film in the film industry, and I just couldn't figure out a good way of doing it. And I figured out a way of putting all my characters together at the same time, and making it sort of a narrative and fun and cinematic at the same time. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy this. I really worked really hard on it, and it's like I said, this is an ongoing series, so it's going to be like The Mandalorian. Hopefully every week I'll have another one posted. So as it continues.
How long do we have till it starts? Let's see. I don't know. I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I don't 10:45. So we have a half hour till it's scheduled. So
Hail snow!
Well, I could change it to quicker. Let me get.
If you want to.
Well, I put it that low because just in case we were that late and stuff. So
Kermit likes it quick.
Biden, nice. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Daddy Pants, thank you for the tweet ouch.
And I'm going to put. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put the link to the video in the description here.
Link in the video.
Yeah. Two in the link and one in the stink.
But I was going to ask you. So this process, Shane, when you worked on this, you worked hard on it. And you had so many these ideas. You had this big. What was the incarnation of this? What made you think of this specific story? Or should we do that all this but after?
Let's do this after. So I put it for it'll be. You know what? Yeah, I put it for a couple minutes. So the evolution of the story is like I said, I've been working on a similar idea to this for a while. It's just it never really came to something that I wanted to do until I just recently did it. So but it's hard to understand what I'm talking about until we actually watch it. But anyway, let's before we do that, let's talk about the other thing we wanted to talk about, which was The Witcher. You guys, I love that freaking show. It's great.
Yeah.
It
go ahead.
It made me forget that he was Superman. That's how good it was.
Yeah. And you didn't like him as Superman, so.
Well, I didn't mind him as Superman. I just didn't like the version of Superman. He was fun.
Right.
Biden says, "Clog your cologne."
I still got a boner from watching that show.
Say that again. What'd you say?
I said I still have a boner from watching that show.
It's a wrong boner that won't go away.
I try to rub it down and it won't go down, Shanie. But no, I love that show and I love the special needs girl, Yennefer.
Yes, she was great.
Snowdub coined the term "back kisses" because I just want to kiss her on the back, on that third neck back.
Yeah, she's like the hottest special needs woman in the world.
Yeah.
Before she was like turned, I was like, she didn't need to be turned. She was fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I liked her better when she was attainable.
Yeah, she was attainable. That's true. That's exactly right.
Yeah. You know how many dishes she would clean for a smack on the ass at that point?
Yeah, she's a very sexy hunchback. Yes, you could hold on to that while you're plowing, plowing away.
Yeah,
It's like a third
madman.
boob. It's like
Yeah.
a third boob dancing.
yeah,
For
yeah. It's a landing zone for my frog jizz.
And while you're plowing away like a madman, you could slap that hump on your back.
Kirby gets all up in it. DBS.
I think would be a turn on.
Well, you can you can tell they had to kind of make her face twisted too, so you could tell she's got stuff like in her mouth while she's talking for the making of this. You could tell she's got kind of this, she's got a distorted face.
Stuff in your mouth, man.
Yeah, you could side peen her in her mouth, and yeah, it'll fit nicely. That'd be
Wow, you got Hardy in here.
She already got a little.
I picture it. I think it's hot.
The whole thing was like, I found like they kept saying that she was a virgin. I'm like, I really have a hard time believing that someone like her could remain a virgin for very long.
She was very willing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, because she had been deprived of beauty, she had been deprived of so much. So you see her tortured soul. I mean, you see that throughout the entire thing. She's this tortured soul, and you get to see her evolve. She gets treated like she gets purchased instead of a pig, right? I mean, that's her first. She starts. You first see her story start in episode 2, and she is literally being purchased instead of a pig.
Deformed tot.
Yeah, I wish we can go back to simpler times when that was the choices in life, huh, guys? Should I buy this pig or buy this women?
Yeah, you have to get at it before they put her in a home back in the days, before they hide her in the basement, and you have to get at it.
Yeah. Hey, we're here, folks.
Hey, you guys.
Or they hide her in the basement, but then you could, for an apple, you could have turns with her,
Yeah. Wow. Yes. Man.
For a pint of cider, can I have turns with her? Can I lay with her for a pint of cider? Yes, my lord.
But I want to be the Witcher, man. That guy gets so much poon everywhere he went. That guy.
He's turning it down. He's turning it down all the time. He's turning it down.
And the funny part, the original Witcher, isn't he like really ugly? Like I know in the video game, he's supposed to be like this really ugly guy, and like nobody wants to really do him. But in I guess in this, because he's played by Superman, everyone wants, even Hunchback wants her. Everybody wants him. A piece of Witcher man. That's it.
I love the dynamic between him and our singer songwriter guy, and his name escapes me right now for the second. But I actually love the singer songwriter guy who is the clown, friend, the buddy. It turns into a buddy cop show because they're the build between these two opposite characters. And there's a moment, one of my favorite moments of this entire season is when he's writing his song, toss a coin to your Witcher, and he's writing the song, and the Witcher is literally faced with choosing to go one path the other way, and he's walking off, and he's just okay, sorry, those songs too catchy, I gotta follow you, and he's like, they were ready to separate, at that point. So anyway, it was great.
Oh man, Netflix is killing it, man. Netflix is killing it. They're gonna surpass, I think, Hollywood movies, because that's where people want to watch. Nobody wants to watch nothing on.
Yeah.
In the
Ricky
theater.
Gervais confirmed that.
Prime.
That was a brilliant speech.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant speech. I loved it. That was something we could talk about too. That was just amazing. He just stuck it to, and Tom Hanks' shit face.
Yeah.
The Tom Hanks memes. I called it on. Yeah, it's Tom Hanks memes are just going to be overflowing throughout forever. So good. So
we got
sorry. Snowdub post hashtag Yenner check, like Yennefer.
Yeah. Yenner check.
Oh.
Yeah, you could
Gosh.
spank that. You could spank that hump on her back. You know, and then while you're pounding away, plowing away, just call that the hump. Just call it a slut. You slut. Grab it.
Yeah.
And
Rub a nub. That's a. I don't know. Give this bitch an extra back rub. She got 2 of them.
yeah,
Gonna milk that thing.
put some hickeys on that hump on the back.
You know what?
Put some whipped cream.
You're gonna make me have to go masturbate real quick.
Put some whipped cream on that hump.
We gotta find it.
Put some whipped cream on that hump on her back and lick it off.
I was trying to figure out her nationality. So she's part Indian, part Italian. That's an interesting mix there. Part East Indian, part Italian. There he goes. He'll be back in 5 seconds. Just if you hear a lot of, we'll know who it is back there. Kermit's making some Kermit noises. So go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you guys what you thought about how. So since we're talking about Ricky Gervais, I mean, he actually says specifically, you know, just shut up and don't virtue signal any of that stuff. And then literally we got Joaquin Phoenix going up and, you know, talking about politics. Everybody's talking anyway. It's just funny how he calls out beforehand. I didn't watch the whole thing, so of course, but it makes you wonder who actually listened to him. Probably nobody. I'm sure everybody just still went up and did their political talking.
It was definitely still political talk after that. There was like 3 or 4 political speeches, but it definitely it was already put out there that everybody thought it's a bunch of bullshit. So it didn't have the same dreariness to it.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's when you set the tone for that you know, you can't help but feel guilty after for getting up there and doing that still.
Well, like
so I want to agree with this guy. Almighty Coon says just a few years ago, South Park was ripping on Netflix for being desperate for original content. Seems Netflix actually succeeded, and that's exactly right. I remember that episode too. But but see, that's the whole thing that people forget is that you got to give new creators a chance to, and that's one thing Netflix is doing. He's giving new people and different ideas a chance, something that Hollywood isn't doing, which is why they're killing it. They're not. You know, if you have a message, one thing they're not being picky. Like at first I thought they were doing SJW stuff, but they're not. If you have SJW messages, go ahead. If you have other things, go ahead. They're letting anyone do whatever they want. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not nitpicking, which I like that idea, that approach. So, but yeah, I like it.
Have you guys watched Ricky Gervais's TV show Afterlife?
Some of it.
That's like brutal and awesome and heartfelt and like a drama, but it is amazing, guys. If you got something to watch, it's like makes you feel good inside after the season's over. No joke. It makes you almost want to do heroin too.
During the season, because it gets deep. It does get very deep.
Does he do heroin? Does he do heroin in the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've heard. He bashed on his own show, but he's like, that's a horribly depressing piece of crap. But yeah, it's way more fun than this. He's like talking about the
Seriously.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What's up, guys? 1 minute and 55 seconds, and it's up to go. So let's. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just post this up. I'll share this with you guys.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm just going to put this just this part up. Hold on. Do you guys see that?
Yeah. So then where should I watch it at, Shanie?
Hold on. You can watch it
here.
No, I'm going to take it down from here, and then after we'll watch it like on our own. If you guys want
everybody open up a different tab. Everybody in the chat open a new tab if you can, and get to the other page there. It's right there. Did you put it in the chat? Did you put the link in the chat?
I haven't.
I got it right here.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I got you.
You got my back, bud.
I got you, man. It's right here. So grab that link, everybody. Grab that and give that an upvote, please. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
No, the funny part is like one of the things that we all love about the 80s, right? Because I'm just going to go back onto what we were talking with Netflix. One thing about what I loved about the 80s was just how, and the 70s, was just how many new creators were being allowed to explore different ideas. And when you really analyze some of the things that we got in the 80s, they would laugh that shit out of like the room right away. Like somebody walks in to a room and says, "Hey, how about 4 guys who are middle-aged men with who look like they're rat asbestos killers, and what they do is they hunt ghosts, and they're middle-aged men with beer guts, and you're like, get the hell out of here with that shit." They'd laugh Ghostbusters off. Even when you realize the premise of Indiana Jones is weird, like they allowed things to take they allowed chances, and that's one thing I love about Netflix. They allow chances. So, we're almost here, guys. 16.
It's already on my computer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's just there's a delay on that.
There's a delay on us StreamYard.
Oh, okay. So you guys want to watch it, or are you guys watching it now, or?
I'm watching it. Yeah.
Everybody should go over and watch it.
Oh, nice. Starring Shanie as Shanie.
This is great.
Part 1, the mouse. What? I missed that. It went by too fast.
This is the quietest live stream in the world.
I just didn't know if you wanted us to comment on it. It's so good. It's so subtle.
It's okay, guys. Just we can go through it afterwards together if you want.
You're showing a lot of skill with that lightsaber, the way you're holding it.
Yes, you got a deep mouth. I'm just watching it on mute though, so I can hear it.
Deep mouth. I know what you're talking about. You guys can comment if you want.
I love the heartbeat. The heartbeat's great.
Let's eat some popcorn.
I love his hat.
Wielding a green lightsaber is like you're a master. You're not like a knight.
That was great.
You're a higher level Jedi with the green saber.
Well, especially since he can flip the hat on top of his head like that. That was great.
Your skills are complete.
I feel like I'm alone. For guys, anybody who's new in the chat, just we're watching something.
You're not alone, Shanie.
Did you guys finish? I don't know where we are.
Not yet. That's what she said.
Everybody needs somebody sometimes. I feel so lonely. I'll just talk to myself. Everybody's leaving my live stream because it's quiet and there's crickets.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
we should have aired it.
if you prefer.
Maybe we should have aired it. He'll be back.
I love how you
Yeah.
used like the music.
That was your idea.
I love it how it's like, it reminds me of like Saving Private Ryan music or something.
Check the credits, guys. At the end, you guys all have a credit there. Kermit, you have one. DBS, you have one. Ben has one. Snowdeb has one. And Fatal J has one. Because I love you guys.
Love you too, man. I love that line. That's a great thing. I love that.
Hey, Stig. Thanks for showing up. If you're wondering why everybody's all silent, we're watching my latest video drop, and we're doing a live video watch. It's only 7 minutes. Give it a watch
It's right,
if you'd like.
It's right there. The link's right in the chat right there.
Appreciate you dropping by the way.
We're almost done with it.
Then we will break it down if you guys want.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Things. There's Easter eggs in it too, like crazy.
Awesome. That was great. Fantastic, man. Yeah. So, how long do you see this being? Do you see it being like a 30 episode series, a 10 episode series?
I'm not putting any. I have. Well, when people come back, we'll discuss it because it's just you and I. But the way I thought of it is just.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry.
I'm going to let it ride until I feel the story is told. Right. I'm going to let the story dictate how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in mind. It's not like I have a studio that's going to give me how many episodes. You know what I mean? So I might as well do what I want. So there's no time limit. So did I make you proud, DBS, with the lightsaber work?
Yes,
you're the lightsaber expert.
Thank you.
I give you the lightsaber credit at the end.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Good. So I left a thumbs up, I clicked like, and I left a comment.
Thanks, man.
Bravo!
Bravo, Shane.
Thanks, guys. This is just part one, so it's not really the best part that you're going to see. The stuff that's going to come is probably going to be way better than this. This was just the intro. And I actually had it longer than this, but I cut it because it was going to be too long. So I didn't want it to be running that long. So yeah, I got some stuff going on that hopefully turns the way as good as this turned out anyway.
So I'm curious about the idea. What gave you the idea of this? Like, where did this idea come from initially? Was it just? I mean, I know that you and I have talked a lot about wanting to make films, and that's why we've been doing what we're doing on YouTube because ultimately we want to make movies.
The idea for this was, well, I've been talking with like me and Kermit have been talking about this. The original idea was has changed so many times. Where I wanted to do this was supposed to be a toy theater thing where I was going to do. Skeletor was going to be offered the role of making a He-Man film at first, and he was going to be like, "You want me to do He-Man?" You know, and he was going to be all like, "Why not me? Why me and not He-Man?" You know, and then it ended up being, ended up changing and multiplying. But I've always wanted to do a series. You know that, Ben. I've been working on different ideas for series, but no idea really caught me and was worth the attention. And this kind of idea, because I want Hollywood to understand a few things, right? And what we just discussed before the video is everything I'm talking about. Creativity, doing something because you love it, not because you want to make money off it, or because you have to like adhere to multiple different. Oh, somebody's here. Hold on. Who's this?
Hey.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Hey, Shanie. Can you click off of your thing and change the frames around? I could feel Kermit's pain on my head.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
Sorry, but I know you were like hiding. I'm trying to figure out
the weight of all three of us was just crushing you, right?
Yeah.
Right, DBS.
Well, especially the green
mass.
The mass.
Thanks.
The massive the massive anaconda that Kermit has.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's a cliffhanger, the big old cliffhanger. Yeah. So, did you guys notice the Easter eggs? That's the one thing I really worked hard on.
I didn't, Shanie. I have to watch it again because I got it and I watched it this time and I laughed. I thought it was very funny, great, well made. It was so cinematic, my friend. But I could hear everybody talking over it, and I just couldn't hear it exactly the way I wanted to this time. But I'm going to, and I don't know. I'm sorry if I missed the Easter eggs myself. Maybe I got them and I didn't know.
No, that's cool. I'm just letting you know that there are Easter eggs. So basically, I studied a whole bunch of different styles of different directors, right? You could tell the obvious Robert Zemeckis. You could tell that one was obvious right off the bat. You know, but you could tell the Indiana Jones style with the shadow. There's so many different
Coppola.
No, not really Coppola. More of what's his name, Hitchcock. I did a little bit of
Hitchcock.
So the Hitchcock would be that when you wake up, like right when you wake up, and then there's the heartbeat. That's the Hitch. Yeah, I can see that how that's Hitchcock again.
Then there's the Buster Keaton, the more which I really love Buster Keaton. He's freaking amazing. When I did because if you notice, I did a black and white.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't black and white. It was actually not really. It was a silent film, black and white.
Was that when you swallowed the lightsaber with your deep mouth?
Yes. That was a Buster Keaton moment where I was trying to pay homage to Buster Keaton, who was a huge influence on, and I loved his work.
And so then you made the screen all thin, like it was a telephone thing. Was that something that was classic of Buster Keaton too that I can't remember?
No, but it was just sort
thin
of
all of a sudden. Oh, okay.
In order to get the lighting the way I wanted it to be, I had to use my cell phone for that scene because the camera was too big and I couldn't get it in the proper location. So what I did was. I took the cell phone and I could only turn it. Actually, I had to turn the actual camera sideways to make that shot. Sorry. And to make that shot work, I had to I tried to use the black on the bars as if it was my corridor. So when you see me dissolve, it looks like I turned the corner.
Yeah.
Because I dissolved it to make it. Actually, I didn't dissolve. It was a side. What do you call it?
Swipe.
Yes, the left swipe, which was done to make me look like I turned the corner. Specifically, and you'll also notice too that the lightsaber turns on the light and the color. So when it's black and white, until lightsaber turns on. Then it goes to color, and then it goes back when the lightsaber is off. When I put it in my mouth, it turns back on. It turns off color and then back on again when I turn it on. So,
I love the shot where we see the point of view from your eyes, maybe, and we see your hat, the brim of your hat, and the lightsaber turn on. Right? That was cool. Nice.
Yeah, that one. I put the hat on top of the camera.
Yeah, I didn't ask you that.
Yeah.
What's the significance of the chickens on the wall? I mean, that's just a poster
It
on
was
your wall.
because I was scared. It was sort of a little undertone.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's when you notice the heartbeat starts going, means that I'm scared a little. And then I just looked at chickens on the wall, and it was sort of like you could see that I was really scared at that moment. That's just sort of little subtle things. I had chickens in my place. I just threw them on the wall for for that reason. Maybe there is some real subtext in it.
Right?
Chicken, scared of the kitchen.
Hey, I love the lightsaber. What do you think, TBS, though? Did you like it?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Green. And the sound effects, was that from the lightsaber, or did you add that?
No, I add that.
I figured. Yeah, it sounded like you added it. Cool.
Yeah, no, like there was a lot of subtle things from different movies that I put in there. You guys could go through it again and watch it and tell me what you guys think. But what would you guys do if Mickey Mouse gave you guys that proposition?
I'd send Rose Tico to Whore Island.
There already.
I take the money and run.
Sure, leave the money, Nick, and then and I'll get right to making that movie.
Yeah.
I'll call you. You don't call me, I'll call you.
I'll take the money and hire a real terrific writer and pay him minimum wage.
True.
Yeah, that's sword in the background. Those toys are real toys. They're not.
I'll hire Ivan Ortega
Oh.
to write it to pay him minimum.
That's
Well,
pretty.
would you guys direct it yourself, or would you hire a director? Would you guys, that's the whole thing too. Would you want to be in charge of it? Would you want to do it yourself? If you had like Disney, like Mickey says, he'd give you all the technical people to make it work. Yeah. Would you do it yourself, or would you hire someone to do it?
I'm making that shit myself.
Yeah. Well, it's a tough one. Like it's like how do you take something that you don't trust anyone with anymore? It's like I don't trust. Yeah, I don't think I'd probably end up doing it myself too, because I wouldn't be able to try. These days, I can't trust any of these people. They're so nuts.
I'd make the Force male again.
Yes, the Force is male. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, the whole point of this is going to be that it's not as easy as it looks, because even though Mickey says it's my project, we're going to find out that it's not necessarily my project either. There's going to be a lot of influences that piss me off as I go along this process. So this is going to be more like me in the fight constantly with studios and PR department people and, even SJWs to try to get it the film that I want. But, we'll see how that goes.
If this was
Snowdub says he would hire John Carpenter and make Kirk Russell a Jedi Master.
Ooh.
Huh. Yeah, I like that idea. That's awesome.
Make James Wood one of the Empire generals or admirals, one of the Moffs.
Yeah.
James Wood.
He'd be good.
Yeah.
Dude, James. Yeah, that's James Wood's a Sith Lord.
Jedi Master. Hey. So, like, I'm one with the Force, I got it. You're going to teach me the Force? Then you have this rocking montage of him learning the Force. Getting Force now. Just learning up.
Yeah. He doesn't use them.
This is how you use the Force? Yeah. I don't even know.
They could make, Sly Stallone. He could be one of the droids. Like, you get an oversized droids that he doesn't fit anywhere. So, yo.
Yo, duh. Hey, yo, duh.
Like,
Baby Yoda instead of Adrian. Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Get up. When you get knocked down, you get back up. That's how winning is done. That's what Master Yoda taught me. Yoda.
Put that saber away. I don't think it's safe. You're just swinging it around. It could cut someone. I don't know.
Yo, Adrian, you see what I did? I just pulled the ship off the ground. Look what I did. You could totally
But
see.
Mick's definitely a Jedi Master, because he thinks women weaken the legs too. The Jedi don't want you having sex either.
It's true. I'd hire the Coen brothers to have Steve Buscemi a Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
He'd be something. He'd have to be an alien. Steve Buscemi has to be an alien, like some kind of alien in this. That's where he belongs, I think.
Yeah.
Make him, but he has to be himself as an alien. Like he's Steve Buscemi, no makeup, but he's just a species all himself. They're called the Buscemis. The planet.
Give him like one extra eye.
He'd have to have long, like big ears that just droop and just hang.
And for some random reason, just facial piercings everywhere.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the Coen brothers. They're great. They're great directors. Their influence in this. They do have an influence in this video I did. If you guys know the Coen brothers, they bookend their videos, and that's why it starts with When You Wish Upon a Star and ends with Wish Upon a Star, because they bookend they're always bookend.
They do. Did you see the most recent Netflix movie that they made? Coen Brothers did.
No.
What was it? No. Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, that was sad.
Have you seen that, Kerm?
That was messed up. I saw it,
dude. I know that you appreciate the Coen Brothers. It's incredibly sad and really depressing at parts, but it's really freaking good.
If you suffer from depression, don't watch that.
Yeah,
don't shit.
Really?
No.
It's good though. Hey, it's good, guys. It's worth watching.
There's no happy endings in that.
I mean, watch. There's like literally 10 different stories. So it's literally like it's a movie that has like 10 different stories in it, and it's a conglomeration of like 8 or 9. No, I think there's 7 short stories that are about 20 minutes each. I think every. So you could watch the first couple and see what you think. It's really good.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
The funny part is everyone's so quick to pick directors, but we need writers. I think writers are important too. I think the most important thing is the writer. Then you get the director, because I think once you have the story, you can figure out where the direction. Then you figure out the director, because directors have different styles, right? I think you get the story first.
I like directors that are the writers also, because then I feel like then it's complete. They know how the story is supposed to be made when they're directing it. But
that's true. But guys like Steven Spielberg, I wouldn't trust the writer. I don't think he's a good writer.
No.
Michael Bay, no. Who else?
I would have Scorsese. I would have Scorsese do a Jabba the Hutt movie.
Yeah. Movie or show? Well, like a Disney
the problem with Scorsese is that he would just be like, Jabba the Hutt, he's a slug. Where does he live? New York City. Okay.
Scorsese would have like an inner monologue of Jabba the Hutt, where he'd just be, oh God, you go, oh God, you go, just monologuing the whole way.
and he narrates the whole show like in Goodfellas.
Yeah.
But you don't know what damn thing he's saying. The whole thing is you got to read his, like, he's got to have like
just all subtitle.
Yeah, both subtitles. He's got to
Do you remember the old movie Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
Whoever made all the vampire monsters, that dude should be in charge of making the the alien species in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm doing a video on that right now on Dusk Till Dawn. Probably gonna put it in the next couple of days. Yeah, like 10 things I love about Dusk Till Dawn.
The movie or the show?
Obviously, titties.
There's a lot.
The movie.
Selma Hayek. Goddamn.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I was in the movie that she directed? Did I tell you that I met her briefly, Selma Hayek? She was. No. She directed a movie out here where I was, and I'm like, they're looking for extras, so I was an extra on her movie.
Wow. How'd she look?
She looked great. She's even larger in life. Just
you didn't flash her your cock.
No.
That would have been my move.
Should have been Kermit's move too. I think you guys all would be flashing cocks just at the same time. 1, 2, 3, flash.
I like to get my bitches and Twi'leks. I like to get them real messed up on some spice.
She was large and in charge. She was large and in charge.
Robert Rodriguez, he posted Robert Rodriguez would be great director for Star Wars. I think he'd be great for The Mandalorian. I think just hand him The Mandalorian.
For sure.
Just think about how awesome Mandalorian would be if he directed that shit. That would be sick.
No doubt.
Especially after we saw Alita Battle Angel. I mean,
right. I told Ben this joke earlier, guys, but what do you call crack hoes in space? Spice Girls. You know, because they do spice is the drug in Star Wars.
Yes.
They're girls who run the spice around. They take the spice to and from places. They're spice runners.
Flash them roosters. But yeah, I don't know. It's a hard decision to make a directorial decision. The story for me is the problem. I think to me you have to have a good story. That's the main thing. Because I think that's what you need as a writer. You need someone who wants to write it, as opposed to like a good writer, and then you pick the director for the writer. That's what I think. I don't know. And like you said, yeah, director could, but who do you trust now in Hollywood that would actually? Hello, DJ Odyssey. How's it going? Greg, glad to be here.
Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan.
Yeah, I mean, I just. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say John Nolan he destroyed Westworld. Some idiot SJWs got a hold of his dick and jacked him off because he's like, I mean, Westworld season 2 tanked horribly, but anyway, yeah, Chris Nolan would be great. My idea was with Chris Nolan would be to do an origin story of the hyperdrive and have someone like in a university on Coruscant, maybe not Coruscant, maybe some other random planet in the middle of nowhere, before they could really, convene, before planets could actually really communicate.
Right.
The hyperdrive.
They'd have to make the person who invented that a female alien of color for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
But any story has to involve, doesn't matter who it is. I will insist that George Lucas be part of the writing team.
Yeah.
He has to be part of it. Do you guys know that guy who does that impression guy? Does anybody know him? Anybody in the comments know that guy? Because I want to get in touch with him. I'd love it if he was in my next episode.
Shanie?
Yeah, no, not me. No, the guy who does what's his name? The Collider guy who does.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
Are you talking about Christian Harloff?
No, the guy who from Collider who always does those George Lucas impressions.
Oh, I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, of course.
I'd like to get him on my show. That'd be great. Just like if he could do a bit part. I gotta find out how to get in touch with him. That'd be great. Just have him like me talking to him that would be great for another scene. Like just me speaking with him as George Lucas. That'd be sick. I want to get him on. I just don't know how, but I'd love to get that guy.
Have him get into a fight with Mickey or something.
You're gonna have to put on George Lucas makeup yourself, Shanie, and go back and forth. Split.
Yeah,
do it yourself.
Most likely have to learn that accent, how to do it. But I could probably do it.
Also, if you could do The Witcher, if you could dress up like The Witcher, that'd be awesome too.
I just dressed up as everybody. Skeletor real part of this show, just letting you guys all know that. He deals in color, character. Nolan's emphasis on themes and exposition. My problem with Nolan is he's too guys like him are way too egocentric.
Yeah. That's why I said this hyperdrive. Nothing important. Nothing of huge importance.
And what about Tim Burton?
Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you coming. I know you got to wake up early tomorrow. Everybody, check out Snowdub's channel and give him a like and reach around and sub and all that good stuff. And because he's friend of the channel.
Is Is Snow Dub close to 999 subs yet?
Yeah, he's marked. Every inch matters. He's getting there.
Awesome.
Do my GL impression. What is GL? I don't know what is GL.
George Lucas.
Oh, George Lucas. I don't know George Lucas impression. I'd have to learn it. I have my limits, guys. I actually have to learn these things.
Dance, monkey, dance.
I'll do something else for you, but I can't do that one just now. But I will learn it. Because it does. But I don't look like him. That guy looks like him. That's why I want him. He looks just like him. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah, he really does. And same with the guy who plays Harrison Ford. He's pretty. Pretty close.
Actually, I had my wife convinced that was Harrison Ford and George Lucas because I showed him the video and I was like, "No, that's not them." I said, "That's them." Really? She goes, "Why does George Lucas look deflated?" I'm like,
I like the guy that did the Tom Cruise impression. He was good too.
"Oh, I didn't see that one."
Yeah, that one was good.
Is that Bill Hader?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I didn't see the Tom Cruise one, but I don't think it's Bill Hader. We know if it's Bill Hader. I think.
So it was a Collider video.
I could be wrong. Yeah, it was a Collider. It was a Collider video of. Or did Bill Hader do a Tom Cruise impersonation? Is that what you were saying, Kerm?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Oh,
one.
I've seen that. But he did that on Conan or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they did like a deep fake where they put Tom Cruise's face over his, and he does the impression. And the same thing with.
Yeah, he's a shapeshifter. That guy.
He does Al Pacino also.
He changed his face to look like Tom Cruise.
I thought they changed it. I thought that's like deep fake software.
Well, they do that now. I mean, yeah, that's the real stuff. There's real people are really doing that now. It's crazy.
I could just cut out a picture of like I did with Schmeagol. Remember, I put the half face over my face.
Yeah,
I could do that with George Lucas, where I put the face over and just wear a flannel shirt and then just learn how to do his. It shouldn't be that hard to learn. It should take me like a day or so to learn it. I just have never tried to put it.
You can get like a picture of his face and put it over some cardboard, and then make like a stick to the bottom of the cardboard, so it's like a mask you can hold in front of your face, and then open the mouth, and you can put your lips through it.
And just have him and Mickey go at it. Oh, thanks, Mick. Thanks for looking my whole thing up. Hey, Michael Stark, you're late. Thanks for showing up, though. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Yeah, no, I really think that he has to be involved. I don't care. I wouldn't let him direct it, but I would let him. Be part of the writing team and the idea team.
Shit, that's if he wanted to direct, he can direct, bro. After what we've seen lately.
I don't know. I'm still weary. The best Star Wars we got was not his direction. I still think he's a better idea man, and he's great at ideas. Great at coming up.
Is great.
If anybody understands that world, it's him. I think he understands the world that he built. But yeah.
But he had enthusiasm, and he had a passion for that. He doesn't seem to have it. He just sort of like you get older. You're sort of like tired. He also had. Like if you watch him that whole time, he went into major depression. He had all these issues, like psychological issues while directing that. So I don't know if he'd even have the strength that would. How old is he now? 70 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't have the energy before. I don't think he has it now. I mean, I don't even think he'd want to, even if you did offer to him.
Well, I got to say, after rewatching these Clone Wars with Ben, there is so many unbelievable, and we're only 20 episodes in. Full-on movies, 3-4 episode arcs that are great writing, great storytelling, unbelievable Star Wars. That any of these things can be a film, and I'd be happy with.
Well, he would ask George to go all through all the books and stories prior to the prequels, ideas from there. George won't let midichlorians go. He won't let the midichlorian thing go.
If anybody, and I'm not going to get into a debate with anyone about midichlorians. Everybody has their specific ideology on what midichlorians is. But if you read the book Darth Plagueis, midichlorians gets fixed. And I was listening to a podcast the other day, well, many years ago, about this, and someone said specifically this. So the reason why midichlorians are there in the first place having Jedi actually understand their biology and the biology of the Force is something that's interesting. And the reason why to me personally, why the midichlorians are significant is because they're in bloodlines and they specifically sit in bloodlines. So it actually gives science to why Luke and Leia are, why when you pass a bloodline down, why someone is stronger in the Force than others. It just adds science to it. Anyway, it makes sense.
Sorry, I just have to say this. I just have to say this quickly because Kermit, I see your dick.
And,
Dick is showing a little.
midichlorians. Hey,
No, it's good. It's good.
Midichlorians. Hey, Shanie. Midichlorians is heroin.
Yeah. I always thought that he had this thing with midichlorians because he was into Scientology. I had this is George Lucas into Scientology? Because it seems like Thetan levels. It had this whole Thetan level ring to me, and I just I don't know. It surrounds us, Annie. It consumes us. It penetrates us. Penetrate.
You could have a bad guy in the films now try to kidnap, a woman who has hella midichlorians and just keep her as a sex slave to produce more Force babies.
Well, now we're talking midichlorians. Now we're talking about Yoda baby because that makes sense for Yoda baby to have the Force if he's really Yoda's
potent.
baby or prodigy or whatever.
Potent. He's potent in midichlorians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potent I am. Midichlorians I have lots of. Spare some I can. Anakin's so strong with the Force. The Force created him as a response to Darth Plagueis. Darth Vader's experiment on the Force.
Yeah. I love that. And that's all from Darth Plagueis. Anyone who hates midichlorians, read the book Darth Plagueis. I guarantee you.
I would have rather Darth Plagueis even if they wanted to pull a villain out their ass for this last episode, right? They should have gone with Plagueis. They should have just pulled him out their ass. At least he would have been different. He wouldn't have screwed up, Anakin and that. But anyway,
it's ego. It's ego. They don't want to admit they fucked up and that there was this great shit ahead that they could have used. All this great stuff. It'd be like Marvel, Disney buying Marvel and scrapping all the comic book history.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it was like. Just saying screw all the years of comics. We're doing our own thing. That's we'll see what I could do.
Yeah, but not even that, Shanie. Let's see what this 22 group of 22-year-old college screenwriters can do who've never written shit, but they're female, and the Force has to be female now.
Hey Shanie, I wanna share this quick video. It's like 14 seconds that explains the midichlorians. All right, let me push play here. Ready, guys?
I heard Yoda talking about midichlorians. I've been wondering.
I can't really hear it.
Okay, let me do this again, but I will click audio on the share.
It's there.
All right, let me do this again.
Yeah.
Ben has a funny laugh.
Ben's got midichlorian disease.
Okay, this time.
I see midichlorian. It makes me.
All right.
Well, to me, it's like if people have problems with it, that's fine. I agree with anyone that spirituality should be the aspect. Okay.
All right.
In your mind. God dang it.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Volume's all the way up.
I heard Yoda talking about midichlorians. I've been wondering, what are midichlorians?
It's heroin.
That caught me off guard because I totally didn't see that. I thought you actually had the real clip. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's heroin. I was right.
To me, the midichlorians being potent in someone, once again, it's just it's what makes bloodlines potent, right? Anyway, I mean, you can argue that. You can argue that forever. So,
Well,
Yeah.
I think my problem with midichlorians was it explained something we didn't ask to be explained. We thought we had a handle on the Force. We didn't need him to. I thought that Obi-Wan and Yoda explained it perfectly. It surrounds us. It's all around us. It's
Yes.
it's the energy
It
used. We
penetrates
didn't
us.
So
And he forgot to say that it also divides us.
Yeah, well, that's true too. You're right. Divides us. It does. Forgot that in our studies.
Divide us. It does.
so then what makes it what how can someone in the same family like this shirt, the Force is strong in my family. So what is it that makes a family strong in the Force?
You got those good white genes, apparently.
Midichlorians has a jizz smell to it too.
Yeah. Say that.
That's it.
It's the white privilege.
All I'm saying is that it helps bloodline. It talks about bloodline. I mean, if they just said, your blood. I mean, the way it was exposed in the prequels sucked. I agree completely. The way it came out was like, what are midichlorians? It was dumb. I agree with anybody who talks about that.
Like, just to see that's Darth Vader pisses me off.
Yeah, it was like. I agree.
Doesn't that piss you off to know that little kid is Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Like when you put the two together, you go, that little kid that just like he just talks like that kid who says, my daddy has a dick and my mommy has a vagina from from Kindergarten Cop. Thanks for the tip. That kid becomes Darth Vader. That's why I had a problem with the first episode. Like I didn't mind if he started as a teen. I didn't need to see a little child. The child was weird for me.
You probably got molested at the Jedi priest temple.
Where did Yoda touch you?
He force choked me with his peen.
He force choked me with what? His mind? I wish.
I wish he went there.
Deep my throat is.
Say nothing, you will. Force lightning I do have.
Good.
You will be. You will be. We just made a mockery of the entire.
Oh man, that's hella funny.
This voice is scary. That's a scary voice telling you to be scared.
George Lucas's Force makes more sense than any religion's ancient fairy tale book. Well, he got his he even admitted he got his whole idea of the Force came from both of Eastern and Western philosophy. So, like he took a lot from like the samurai and he took a lot from also Western philosophy and stuff. So, it was just a big hodgepodge of things. Now I'll never see Yoda the same way again. Thanks. What's under that robe, I wonder? Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
he doesn't even wear underwear. He just got he's just commandoing under. Commando, I am.
Yeah.
I mean,
no one ever asked those questions. What's under the robe?
No.
Started young as Baby Yoda.
My alien pubes not so different from yours.
900 years, you be get it up. You will not.
Yeah, right.
My 900-year pubes.
Yeah.
Better than yours.
You have to get an erection.
Let my Force flow through you.
Midichlorians are also needed to show Force potential because it simply cannot be that all can have the Force. I agree with you completely, Michael. That universe would never work because why would anyone be anything else that Force user?
Well, that actually brings up a good point because here's the funny part. The fact that nobody's ever heard of the goddamn Force after the main two villains of the Empire were both Force users. But anyway, let's aside from that. And the guy who stopped them was a Force user, but that didn't seem to make the rounds in social media. However, if it was just so prevalent that anybody can get the Force, that it didn't matter your bloodlines, then then it wouldn't be just some mystical thing that nobody knew about. Everyone would know about it because everyone would have it, or more people would have it.
And then it ceases to be special. Then the Force is not special. Jedis aren't special. So once again, because they had to go out and find these people out in the galaxy. And anyway, that's just, everybody has a very specific idea on what they think it should be. But yeah, it's tough. I mean, I love the spirituality of it. I love the idea. Like if they had just said like, oh, well, the spirits of these people in this specific family are chosen by the spirit world of the Force. It's like that would make sense too. But George decided to go with a biological thing, which I think is relevant. It's relevant to what's going on. Anyway.
Well, also, it was kind of weird, though. Here's the one thing that was weird about that, because of the whole family thing. I mean, he was implying that Anakin was like Jesus, like he was, you know what I mean? He was born of the Force, like God gave birth to Mary, kind of deal. They were totally going through that whole thing. So then that also brings a question to like, what is like you know what I mean? Like where, like I know that they retconned probably going to retcon the shit out of that, but I do think like he was born of the Force, right? Or either she was lying. She's just Shmi was just some slutty liar that had sex with a lot of Force users.
She was a desert tot.
Shmi was always on her knees.
Wouldn't it be funny if we find out that they retconned it and Shmi's actually had sex with like one of the Sand people?
Well, Well, this whole time Billy's been
had all the Force all along.
She actually loved
her husband actually killed her because he found out what a whore she was.
Yeah, that's when Anakin went nuts. You found out that his father was a.
Do you guys think then when Yoda says there's another, is he talking to, I mean, are they trying to say now that he was talking about Rey?
Oh,
no.
That's retconning nonsense.
Dude, I mean, who's he talking about then? Luke's not even the chosen one anymore.
Yeah, I mean, screw that.
Like that, how it just changed by.
He was either talking about Leia or Ezra Bridger.
He was talking about Baby Yoda. He didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, he's talking about Baby Yoda. It's like
Leia or Jasmine Yana.
Well, it's like to make you're just making things trivial when you do it. Like when I don't know, man.
Well, that's why I really do believe that the whole thing needs to be taken out of canon. It just doesn't add up. Nothing makes any sense anymore. And canon is all screwed up. It has to be decanon. I know they're not going to, but I just said it should be, because nothing makes sense anymore. And that's what I've been saying for the longest time. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense. Palpatine doesn't. Nothing Palpatine does makes any sense. It destroys the entire universe, right? It destroys everything that Star Wars was built upon, and therefore it needs to be taken out of canon. That's the only way to fix this, because it doesn't make sense. Like nothing makes sense, because even
it don't make sense. It don't make dollars.
Exactly. Yes, Dick is showing again. But Dooku family, hold on, let's see here. Dooku family was not Force sensitive, and Dooku was one of the most powerful in canon. Force, because Force is higher behind the scenes. Interesting. How Dooku? My Jedi powers are far superior than yours. That's what he says to Anakin.
I love his swagger, though. I love how confident he is.
I liked his lightsaber. He, to me, still has a cool lightsaber. I loved it. It was like a little.
Dooku tells Obi-Wan, says, "You are a worthy apprentice. No, you are a worthy adversary, but I cannot say the same for your apprentice."
Right?
I
look down on other YouTubers the way Count Dooku looks down on Jedi.
Yeah.
His story is so really cool. If you guys, I mean, they go into some of the background, and he used to be a Jedi, and something happens with a woman that he loved.
Cool.
And I can't remember the exact detail of it, but it's a crazy story. And there's a reason. He has like a legitimate reason that he left the Jedi Order. And it's really cool.
Wasn't it all Plagueis' doing or Palpatine? I forget. I remember one of them in the book drinking lots of wine with him.
Yes. Yeah. I don't remember I'm going to reread the book and do short videos on all of Darth Plagueis.
Dooku doesn't drink that Corellian ale either. He's drinking that fine wine.
Yes. No Corellian ale. He drinks only Coruscantian.
Yeah.
Coruscantian wine. Coruscantian.
Yeah. I hate how small the universe got with this Disney Star Wars too. Like Coruscant is never used. Like the same. What kind of gets that's the one thing I will say I loved about the prequels. That at least Naboo, at least some of they diversified the terrain. You know what I mean? In one place there was like they went underwater for an underwater like city, and then they went on top, and there was like like Naboo, and then you had like the city, like a whole planet where it was a city. It was it was diverse as far as the terrain. This is just so plain. The same things, dirt, ice, or something that looks like snow, dirt. Like
that's what they think. They think everybody wants a rehash of the original trilogy. That's all they think. That's all we want when we want so much more. They have no idea it's like. That's what Galaxy's Edge is. It's like a tiny little piece of it's a piece of dirt compared to what it is. Someone in a podcast the other night, they called the Disney trilogy. Okay, so like we have the intergalactic war between the Separatists and the Republic, and then we have the Civil War between the Rebels and the Empire, and then we have a drive-by. they call the Disney trilogy a drive-by. It's just this tiny little stupid thing. Like a drive-by compared to it.
The whole thing takes place in one terrain. It's just so boring. Like let's just take it all. Let's just say the stuff that was exciting was like certain shots. Like let's be honest. Like okay, The Last Jedi, the shot of the destroyer being destroyed by the the what do you call it? The final scene, the Haldo maneuver. That one. At least cinematically, it was beautiful, but that's all they focus on beautiful shots. But that's not substance. That's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Give us something to like the same terrains over and over again. The same, even in Mando, it's the same sort of like creatures over and over again. Nothing new, nothing added to the lore. You know what I mean? It's the same. We're seeing now the same creatures in every planet now. Like I always thought the Jawas were on one planet. Now Jawas are on every planet, apparently. It just like do something unique and new with like they're so afraid to expand the world. Maybe they're afraid of us. I don't know. Who knows?
I'd be afraid of us.
Well, I am afraid of us.
Hit Almighty Coon's chat.
Sure, dude.
I love connection from Yoda to Luke. Yoda trained Dooku. Dooku trained Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon to Obi. Obi to Luke.
Yep.
Yeah. Luke is Yoda's last two. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love that idea. It's like everybody's connected in so many ways. And
for some reason, Rey gets trained by Leia. Just random.
But see, once again, that's what Disney trilogy is trying to do. They try to make things where anybody can have the Force, right? That's what they try to do. They try to get rid of the family aspect of it. So it's like that's an important part of this. Bloodlines are important.
She stole the family name. She just takes it. What? Where are you? I'm a Skywalker. Why not? That's what this generation does. They take everything. They have no culture of their own, so they have to steal culture now. And so at the end, she took everything. She took Rey's lightsaber. Like this Stig said that once, and other people have said that she just took everything. And in the end, she even takes the damn name.
It's like a divorce. It's like a divorce.
But yeah, exactly. It's exactly. She didn't earn a damn thing. She just took it for no reason. She wasn't even married, and she took everything. She did. That's her biggest strength, the biggest force power right there. she used the force to take everybody's shit. She ended up at the end with both lightsabers, with the Skywalker name, with like what's his name, the energy essence of what's his face, Kylo Ren, Palpatine's genetics. She took everything. She has everything. She just took, like Lucas said, just pick like a shopping cart. Just and I'll take some of that. And that's good.
At the end, she's with BB-8. I thought BB-8 belonged to Poe Dameron.
Yeah, that's another one.
She don't need no man either. She's about to end. She's about 10 years. She's going to be single and crying.
Yeah,
she took the farm.
Yeah,
it's like
no. In her story, actually makes no sense because in the end, she's gonna go back to where she started from, sitting scavenging on a planet because she never had a drive to do anything ever
in a hole.
She
wants to live a hole. She wants to live in a hole in the desert where Luke used to live.
I want to live in her hole.
No, you don't.
and she goes to the farm. She goes in the farm and she looks in the fridge and there's the old blue milk, like
it's just all
super expired blue milk, nasty.
Yeah, she don't know no recipes.
Yeah. She becomes a moisture farmer.
Very, very profitable.
Yeah, she just knows how to
farmer.
Yeah, right. That ready-made bread from episode 7.
She corners the market in moisture farming. Very profitable. Raise, she sells it by the buckets. Raise moisture.
I'd like to put her moist ass on the corner.
The label says raised, very moisture.
Yeah.
Raised moisture.
I really like that word moist.
Very moisture. With extra moist.
Makes me feel kind of moist.
Did you ever have a girlfriend that complain and say that she would just break up with you if you ever said the word moist? Like, I had girls at my church, girls everywhere, always saying that if you say moist, I will break up with you.
Boy, that Michael Douglas, it makes me moist. Remember that?
No, they said don't say the word cunt.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah, I don't want to hear that word. That word's very offensive. I don't want to hear cunt.
Hey, you just need to shut your mouth and mind your manners.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have my work out for me.
Have any of you guys watched any videos on the Colin Trevorrow script? Have any of you guys been through this? So I mean, it's almost not even worth saying because it's not that much better. Because once again, it's just something that's picking up after the painting in a corner that was The Last Jedi, but and the ridiculousness that happened there. I think in general, but it starts out with them stealing a Star Destroyer. So that's the beginning of episode 9. Is them stealing the Star Destroyer. Unfortunately, Luke's still dead. But there's some more building going on. Like there's building of characters, and it's not like a video game movie because that's essentially kind of what this thing was. It was kind of a video game. Anyway, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. But
I think video games are scripted better than this. This had no script. This was all over the damn place. This was like, I need to get to this thing. Why? Because I need to. And then it just so happens to be here. Did you guys watch Mahler's review?
No.
He did it. He broke it down really well. It was just so like everything that needed to happen happens when he needed it to happen. It's like now she needs to get the MacGuffin. Where is it? Oh, it just happens to be on the planet. Luke couldn't find it for some reason. He had all the time in the world to find it and to look for it, and he couldn't find it. But she just somehow stumbles into it accidentally because she fell into the pit, that she didn't even want. Everything was just so. It was just so like, what do you call it? Machina. Every ex machina just for that to happen.
Well, she did. She had to tame the snake monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, TWTG, how's it going? Thanks for showing up.
And Lando stayed in on that planet for many years to look for it or whatever. Lando.
Oh, how long had he been there, DBS? Do you know how long he
They
was there?
say, but I don't remember. But he was there. Like, come on.
He didn't even find it. She just found it accidentally by falling into a hole. Like, not even a hole. What the hell was it? It's quicksand that was elevated, like that defied gravity because there was a cavern underneath. So how the hell does that even make sense? But anyway, and I thought she could fly.
It's hard to believe Lando. It's hard to believe that Lando dedicated all those years looking for this when he's into being surrounded by robot hoes and dressing well and gambling. But he's gonna put that aside to try to find this thing.
Well, I think his as a character, Lando went through kind of the same thing that Han did. At least that's the way I saw Lando, because he was kind of like a no good, smuggler, whatever. But then he ends up working for the rebellion at the end and helping blow up the Death Star, etc. So that's just me. But
I love how he never changed his shirt in like 40 years.
Yep.
He changed his shirt once during Empire Strikes Back, and then for the Return of the Jedi. Then he went back to his old wardrobe again, just because Disney needed it back.
Even in Return of the Jedi, he's wearing that outfit underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
At Jabba's palace.
Yeah, he must be. Yeah, I don't change that.
He's a never nude. He's a never nude.
So did you guys see the most recent World Class Bullshitters video about this? So he talks about how this is his speculation, and it seems pretty well prevalent that they were supposed to have a bunch of Force ghosts at the end, right? Luke, Anakin, everybody was supposed to show up at the end of this goddamn movie, and it was supposed to be this epic thing where she was being shrouded. Because there's a scene where every time we've had encounters with Force ghosts, we see them, right? But we didn't see them in this movie because why? Wait for it, China. So China, they wanted the China market. That's why we didn't get Anakin. That's why we didn't get Luke. Because of China, because China has their communist country who doesn't want anything spiritual, because communism is a very secular, anti-religion, anti-Christian type of stuff going on there, and so that's what.
I find funny? Japanese culture, which takes a lot of stuff from the Chinese culture, but the Japanese culture loves ghosts, and they don't give two shits about what China thinks about anything. They just do what they want, and they do ghosts like crazy. What the hell, man? Like, serious.
That's why we didn't get this like crazy. That would have been bizarre, but at least it would have been fun to see Anakin and Luke fighting on like side by side with Rey. Anyway,
I'm gonna put character
Kit
Fisto tell me that what I can and cannot do with the ideas, and I have to have this Chinese character calls me on the phone and says you can't have this and that to make it
I wanted to see Kit Fisto Force Ghost appear.
Yeah.
And
that was cool, man.
Well, I mean, how did they get? Well, The Last Jedi didn't do well in China, and there was ghosts there, so I guess.
And maybe we could get it on the Blu-ray. We'll get that if they could put that in, like the way George Lucas changes the like stuff. He could change. They could put the Force Ghost on the Blu-ray on the special.
Wookie, keep that up for a second. Keep that up there. So Wookie, that's hilarious, Wookie. And I just have to say, it's like, yeah, if you want to have people kiss, great. Then like build it to that. Don't just like have random people. It's like, okay. Anyway, that's pretty funny. That's funny.
No, but that's the whole thing. For this to be the finale, and I hate The Last Jedi. You guys know how much I hate that Last Jedi, but at least he had a direction. This was just directionless, and I can't stand it. I cannot forgive it at all. I'll never forgive The Last Jedi for what he's done. Somebody's even said, even people who study writing, how does anyone think that's a great movie to take a character and completely alter it. Like, you never alter a character that much. And even if you do decide to alter a character that much, you have to have a good goddamn explanation for why you did it. And you got to definitely explain that shit. You can't say, oh, Luke went down that road and not have a damn explanation for it, other than some 5-second exposition or a one throwaway cutscene to when he has menacing eyes and shit like that. How did he get to that goddamn point? Don't just throw it away like it's nothing, like it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. It's definitely relevant. How did he get there? How did he become this miser on an island? Not just throwaway lines, you fool.
He wanted to piss us off. He wanted to piss us off, and I know that he had this idea in his head of going, okay, I wanted to tell the story, but I want two different sides of it, right? He wanted two people to tell two different sides of it. Anyway, sorry.
No, I say all you want, man.
Like like two different perspectives of the same situation, and that's effective story. Anyway.
But you have to explain it. You can't just say Luke is this now. You know, you can't say that. You can't just all of a sudden say that and then have us just. That's why it's not believable. That's why it doesn't make sense. Yep. We believed that the Joker became the Joker. Why? Because they explained that shit. We spent the whole movie watching a guy try his best to be funny, realize he's not funny, and then realize his whole life was a lie, and then his descent into freaking madness was believable towards the end, and nothing that happened at the end that Joker did was surprising in the slightest because we saw his descent. We never saw the descent in anything when it came to Luke Skywalker. How did he become this? Why did he lose faith when he was the guy who had belief that the guy who committed genocide was savable? How the hell could he thought a guy who committed genocide was savable, but he didn't think that a kid who had some dirty thoughts in his mind could be saved. Someone's drinking to that.
Share my screen.
He did exactly what he was hired to do. I can see that.
He was hired to mess it up.
Go ahead, Shanie. Can you share my screen?
I can share your screen.
Okay. Oh shit! Here we go.
That's very true. TWTG content.
Mm-hmm. True. So true. It makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
what happened there? It unshared.
He's okay. No, the point was he said, "Suck these nuts."
That's the point of everything. Suck these nuts. That's exactly what Ryan Johnson said to Mark Hamill. I don't understand why we're doing this. Suck these nuts. That's why. Why am I on an island with porgs? Suck these nuts. That's pretty much. What was his answer to everybody on that?
You are Mark Hamill. You are under contract, so shut the fuck up. Go sit down and do as you're told.
Yeah, and suck these nuts.
And suck these nuts.
Disney wants to ditch the OG fans and swap it out for a bunch of soy pussies that were born after 2009. Well, they realized
or just girls, or just girls. Like, it's just they're so stupid. Girls don't like it. I'm sorry if you're a girl and listening. We love you, but most girls don't understand Star Wars.
No.
I remember being so excited for Revenge of the Sith. And I was like, I don't know, I was like in my 30s. And I was like so excited for Revenge of the Sith. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And when I was talking about it, guess who all walked away? All the girls walked away. And there's a group of people. All the guys stayed. All the girls started walking away. And as soon as I started talking about Star Wars, they all walked away.
Well, it was considered nerdy. It was considered, what, Jedi? I don't get it. I don't understand. What's a Jedi? I just don't get it. I don't understand. What are they doing? Is it like magic? I don't understand. That's what was going on. They didn't understand. That's exactly what someone told me. Like, girls, my cousins would be like, I don't understand it. What's a Jedi? I don't even know what it is. It's confusing.
What's the light stick? Is that just a giant light stick? What is that?
It's really long. I don't understand it. Exactly. They don't like. There were Star Wars fans that are female. Sure, they liked it, but now it's just like you have a bunch of people pretending to like Star Wars, just trying to get their name out there. That's all it is.
It's
Make
like
your own goddamn shit.
it's like it's not inside of you. It's not inside of you like it is with us.
Like yeah,
every single time I see A New Hope and I see those damn stormtroopers going in there and smoke and the lasers blasting, I am transported back to when I was 9 or 10. Whenever I saw that movie, I don't remember how old I was, but I'm transported being back to 12 years old. And they don't, and like girls. I mean, I'm sorry, you just don't get it. Sorry.
What kind of throws me off is this whole like, oh, it's not for kids anymore, and I'm just like, oh, it's for kids and it's not for adults, and I keep saying, okay, fine, if you're gonna play that card that it's for kids, it's for a new generation, then stop trying to nostalgia pander. If you're pandering to nostalgia, then you're not trying to make it for kids. You're trying to make it for the adults, because otherwise you wouldn't have all these nostalgic beats every 5 seconds. The only reason you do that is to give us the feelies. You're not giving the little kid the feelies who just who was born on Rey. They don't give a crap about the Jakku looking like Tatooine. They don't care about walkers that look the same as the AT-ATs. They don't care about that crap. So why bother saying that it's not for you and then give us that shit? Like who the hell would? Then say it's not for me, but then don't give me anything that'll remind me so I can just walk away. You're trying to pull me in with this nonsense and then say it's not.
The kids and the teens were not. They're not into the new Star Wars. I think they would be into it if you would have gave Rey and Kylo a cell phone each, where they could text each other. And they fucking would have been into it.
I don't get it. So how do they talk?
I can relate to this. I can relate to this. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
How come they're not texting? You should totally text. I mean, I would totally have texted them. I wouldn't even bother with this whole Jedi thing. It's so stupid.
Poe Dameron's like,
yeah.
Poe Dameron's like on his phone. He gets in an accident with his X-wing. He's like, "Oh, whoa!" So he like crashes into somebody else. Oh, sorry.
They just have force texting screen, just like we just uses the force to text. He doesn't even have. Oh my god! I totally wish I had the force, and I could text like that too. Then they'd be all into the force. They could learn force texting. I could totally play the Jewel like that. Oh my god! Candy Crush would be so awesome with that. Just play the Force with Candy Crush with the Force. That's all they care about. I could totally shop on eBay with that. Oh my god. But yeah, they don't get it.
In the jungle where Rey was training, they should have showed her like taking a shower under a waterfall naked, and then it would have been improved. It would have been more money. They would have made more money.
I'd have you direct the Star Wars then, EVS.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather see a Porg naked than her. I don't know.
Really?
I'd show Porgs going at it.
I love me some Rey.
Yeah, I mean, she takes off her dirty ass robes and gets under the waterfall, showers, slow motion.
Mm-hmm. Scrubs some sand off her feet.
Right. And she showers with her lightsaber too.
Oh, it looks like Shanie showers with his lightsaber too. The way he was had his mouth all around that one.
Yeah. And I actually cut that part out. I actually had me doing that at one point. It was a bit much.
That was awesome. The girth on that hilt. It's impressive. You held it.
You took care. So Almighty Coon brings up Brie Larson. So you guys know that there is a Captain Marvel 2 happening brewing. Shall we even talk about that or not? You guys even want to?
Why we want to depress the viewers more?
Well, they brought it up. Almighty Coon brought Brie Larson up. So I just thought maybe, but we don't have to talk about it.
Look, I want to see this. I want to see this happen. I really do. You know why? Because her last movie earned $1 billion that it didn't deserve, and I want this to fall flat on its ass. And
I do too.
You guys are tripping though. You think whatever Disney releases this film, they're going to release it as part of something like they did for the Avengers. Like
you're
either
right.
it's going to have Spider-Man in it, or
Yeah.
But that will prove it. But that will prove the theory then. That will just prove that it can't make it on its own, and we'll just call it out when it happens. Because first of all, nothing is bigger than Endgame. Nothing is bigger than Endgame. Endgame, you know what I mean? That I think that was obviously the one that you were putting between two of the largest,
I agree.
I don't think Disney would let it fail. Disney will go and buy out all the seats, all the empty seats.
Well, Disney also might be like, oh, this is the episode Robert Downey Jr. comes back.
Robert Downey Jr.
He's going to come back for sure. He's coming back 100%. Even if it's from who was the brain guy from who put his brain on the bad side, the Nazi? Remember Zola or whatever? Yeah. Tony Stark could come back like that, or with the technology he does, which makes him when he can go back and see his past in the other ones. You remember when he's talking to the MIT crowd? Plus the time travel, plus with all the time rings and all that stuff, the different dimensions.
Yeah, no Jarvis. It'll be Stark.
Yeah, for $75 million in a couple years.
But if he comes back, it'll take her thunder. They will never do that. They won't take her thunder because they're going to do what they did to Samuel L. Jackson. This is the most neutered I've ever seen Samuel L. Jackson in any film, where they just literally took his balls and put it in a Ziploc bag. That's exactly what they did. They're going to do that. I don't think
he took Gorilla Tape and taped that shit back.
Yeah,
for sure. Hey, what'd be funny, Shanie, is for you to have Mickey Mouse narrate a supercut about where he decided to snip Samuel L. Jackson's balls in the movie.
So right around here where we see the actual snipping of the balls, talks normal, he's all badass doing his normal Samuel L. Jackson thing. Right. He goes a little high pitch here. He was even higher in the edit, but we had to remove it just a little just so it wasn't so noticeable. And then, there he is. Now he's playing with the pussycat. Ha!
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
After they snipped his nuts, then they checked his blood level. His toxicity was down more, so it was good. Like, okay, it worked.
Yeah,
but not
toxicity.
Well, we didn't actually snip his nuts because he needed it for another movie. He was going to do Tarantino after. We couldn't really cut it off. So what we did was we took a lot of floss, fish wire, and we just tied it really, really tight on his nuts so that the blood would circulate down there. Really,
we stretched it as far as it could while it was limp, and put a lot of glue and glued it back.
Every once in a while, it'd loosen up, and he'd go back to being himself. And then we had Brie Larson, go down and tie it up again. She was so impressed at his big cock, but she didn't really want to say anything because she's pretending to be a, SJW or something.
Hey, I'll tell you something about her. She has been looking sexier in every picture I've been seeing of her lately, dude. She looks good.
She still thinks anybody that's white and male is lame. So she's still.
I don't know. Kermit would love to look on those little piggies, those toes all night long.
I have a guy crush on you too, Wookie. But that's I don't know, man. She has potential to look hot, but it's like she don't that whole song, she ain't pretty, she just looks that way. It's like the minute she opens up her mouth, it all ruins it. It's like no, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. Did you want to hear about the writer of Captain Marvel 2?
Yeah.
Captain Marvel 2's writer is pro-Iranian, anti-Trump, and a feminist supporter of Anita Sarkeesian.
She looks identical to the woman, to Wilma in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's what's his name? John Talks did a video with that, with comparing the two of them. It was pretty funny. But yeah, she has no experience writing a screenplay at all. It's so funny.
So it's not really far-fetched that Disney gives me an actual show, except for if I grew a vagina. So
if you wrote 2 essays on Twitter about hating, the patriarchy.
That's what I'll do. I'll screw them all. I'll write an actual essay about how the patriarchy must die.
Make a how-to video on how to cut off your nuts.
So yeah, how Mickey should cut off your nuts.
Yeah, how to tape it back.
Put it between your legs. Pretend that you like
sacrifice. Snip, snip.
Oh Lord, God, that's like the worst thing ever. Like really, like and her pet peeves are guys with MAGA hats. Like that's all we needed next. Her pet peeves are MAGA hats, guys.
She's so it's so stupid. It's like she's stuck in 2016, and she's never even written a screenplay before. And then she's gonna
complain how she doesn't get a chance.
Yeah,
she's gonna complain. I never get like Rose Tico, an 18-year-old or whatever 20-year-old Asian girl that gets a big chance in a huge blockbuster film and still is there complaining that and has the gall to complain about how she didn't get a chance in life. Dude, at 20 to get a movie like that and you're complaining about chances in life, talk about privilege. Shut the hell up.
And you would think she would not eat as many pot stickers if she knew she has the role coming up.
Will she appear in any other roles, you think? Or she's
I don't know. She's going to have to convert to brown rice.
She could make a movie in Hong Kong, maybe.
She actually looked hot in that movie. I'm sorry, but she did look. That's one thing I'll say about Rose Tico. She looked pretty hot in that film.
In which one?
The last one. No, not the first one. Not the Last Jedi, but this one. She kind of looked okay. She looked hot.
She was the hottest 4 in the movie.
Yeah, right. They should have made her the lesbian.
She's not hot at all.
Instead of that, where's Waldo lesbian kiss?
So Kelly Sue was also a prominent figurehead in Gamergate. So Gamergate, if you guys haven't seen that documentary on Gamergate, you should definitely watch it. It's a horrible mess. Just a bunch of lying feminists lying about men. Lying. It's all a freaking lie. And then they started their own group called Comicsgate, and there's already a Comicsgate. Sorry. Sorry, these people are stupid. They're really awful.
They're crazy. They're just crazy people. See, back in the day,
get away with lying. They get away with lying. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but back in the day, we always had these kind of extremist feminists, right? We always had extreme feminism, and we always had extremists that were like this. The problem is those people were laughed at. Those people were kind of like, now we have the crazies running the asylum. That's the problem. These guys, they're not living in the world of the average human being. They're living in this LA world of circle jerking. That's all it is. It's an echo chamber of circle jerk that they don't, and they're so, I can't. I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
Yeah, the circle jerk is nice when you're the first one of that circle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the only jerk. God, are you guys looking forward to Picard?
No.
No, it does. It's too old and.
Well, apparently he's he's barely in it, and it's not. It's just about these other people who are just trying to get him to go with them, and it's getting horrible reviews. It's they're. Apparently, I haven't seen it yet, so.
So basically, the whole show is going to be Picard's in the first episode where he's like, "I'm Picard. Remember me, Picard? I was in the Next Generation. I used to say number 1 and engage." And he's going to say all those lines just in that first episode, and then he's going to be like, the whole rest of the series is, "Where's Picard? He's napping.
He's napping in the back.
In a nap."
Yeah, like I'd have in the new Picard, I would have Q fuck with him a lot.
Yeah,
just like make him appear in front of the crew naked with no sort of vagina. Like, Q, messing with me again.
Dude, Q is the best, man. Q was so great. He was a great character. I love the Next Generation, and dude.
Oh, Q female. Come on, you know for a fact Q is going to be female in the next one.
Well, and so there's also a female queen of the Borg too. By the way, the Borg.
Well, there always was a female queen of the Borg.
Oh, okay.
That's not new. There was always the female. Okay. She was always the queen of the Borg. That's old news. But no, the whole thing is like if Q was a female, and I don't mind that she's a female, but if it was a female, definitely you're gonna get like, these mansplaining setups. Put him on a subway where all these women are mansplaining, and he sits there, with his legs and his balls squished.
Apparently,
I now understand the folly of man spreading on a bus. Thank you for teaching me the ways, Madam Q.
That was her name, would be Madam Q. They were genderless before.
They should have made a spin-off of the Captain Worf, where he's like the star, the main dude. Just Worf adventures.
He's the epitome of toxic.
He's captain of his own ship.
The whole race is toxic.
Which it would do. Worf would raise the toxic.
Yeah, that would be great. Just have a whole toxic, like a whole world of toxicity where they talk like they have a few SJWs and they just get killed right off the bat. And then they kill them off. they don't even listen to their society. They're just like, oh yeah. But they've destroyed Star Trek. They're going to destroy. They started Star Wars. What else could we destroy? Let's see. Terminator.
Saved by the Bell.
That's right. They're destroying Saved by the Bell, aren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be shaved off the balls. It really is, Shady. Did you hear it? It's a transgender Zach Morris.
If you're gonna do something, do something goddamn new.
Have they released a trailer for that? I'd like to see a trailer for that.
They see themselves as fixing old bad habits. I bet you anything that's what they see. They see themselves as, oh, we've been so non-progressive and this will fix the past. Maybe
so
they think that.
No smoking in the boys' room. No receiving head behind the bleachers. Yeah. All that's out. Nice. Sucks.
Well, I thought Speech was a transgender woman anyways.
But I just my whole thing is stop making old stuff. I'm so tired of it. I am. Even if they didn't do that stuff, even if they don't, I'm just tired of seeing old stuff at this point. I used to look forward to it, but now I'm so tired. I'm like, I want to, what I'm looking forward to? That Ryan Reynolds film. I forgot what it's called, but the one where he goes into that video game where it looks like he's in a video game. What the hell is that called?
I don't know.
Right, it's called Ryan Reynolds being annoying for 2 hours. Hey, what about the Matrix 4? Have you heard about the Matrix 4?
Talk about transgenders. Both the directors transgendered to women.
Oh yeah, they both chopped it off.
Yeah. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Wait, say it again. What happened?
The directors were men. The Wachowski brothers.
Right.
Yeah. Both of them became women.
Well, yeah. I knew that they both did. They actually chop it? You said they did chop it?
I don't know. I just that's what I thought. They lop off their logs when,
or they turn it inside out.
Gender is fluid. That's what they believe.
They turn their logs inside out.
Huh.
Tarazan, how's it going? Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Engage.
The hitman's wife's bodyguard. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
No.
Shane, you were talking about a Six Underground is the movie that's on. It's the Michael Bay movie that's on Netflix.
I watched it.
It's actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Hey, I saw a sequel. Tarazan actually told me about it, and it was a horror film, a sequel to Saw, with Chris Rock.
Oh.
I liked it. My first thought was, I hope it's not too funny. And he says it's not going to be too funny, but it's still going to be, pretty violent. And I don't know. I'm excited for that.
What was the name of the one you're talking about, Kerm?
Saw.
Oh.
I think it's a sequel. Reboot. It's a reboot of Saw, she's saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sick of reboots. Just so sick of that crap, man. Come with something new. Reboot every goddamn thing.
I want to see a reboot of Pootie Tang.
Oh. You know, what's his name who's in trouble? Louis C.K. wrote Booty Tang.
Mm. Oh, yeah. And what did he do again? Why did he get in trouble? Did he flash somebody or?
No, he masturbated at his hotel room in front of a couple other female comics. And I believe he asked them first. And, you know, that's nice. That's nice and consentful of him.
Yeah, that was very polite. He asked first.
Where else do you masturbate?
And
oh, yes, that's what she's saying. Free guy. Sorry. I'm now trying to figure out. She was trying to help me. Tarzan was trying to help me that Free Guy is the name of the film that I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Let's watch
I
that.
was like, yeah, whoever she's talking about.
Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. You want to watch the trailer?
Yeah, bring up the trailer. Let's watch it.
Let's watch a trailer.
yeah, I just want to say one thing that a thought just came to mind. That Yennefer from The Witcher.
Yes.
Mhm.
When she was deformed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I would have loved.
Love it. Yeah.
I would have loved to drop a load on her hump.
What?
I don't get you guys. She's not at all hot with the hump.
No.
I'm sorry, guys. She's
Her
not at all hot.
Before her transformation, her hunchback. If I would have loved to drop a load on that hunchback.
What is wrong?
Hey, you keep your loads off my Yennefer. DBS.
Yeah, well then you.
That's my hump. That's my hump.
Well, we'll do it without telling you about it.
That hump's for Kermit's back kisses.
Soap and water will make it brand new again. Or it'll be just like new.
Jesus.
Well,
We'll
we'll wash off that jizz load with piss.
Oh,
She was hot though. I mean, she wasn't like hot, but she wasn't undoable. Like she wasn't like so ugly that we couldn't forgive a hump.
Okay, but when she became the actual witch, she is like a supermodel.
Oh yeah, she was like.
yeah. I don't know why any of you guys are saying that she was attractive with the hump. She wasn't.
She
Sorry.
totally was, and she was totally attainable. She would definitely go fix you a meal. That's all I'm saying. Give a Kermit a foot rub.
It's like it's a fetish, like being with a midget. You know, it's a girl with a
Hey.
hunchback, hot.
Midget hookers are double the price. Everybody thinks they're half off, but they're a novelty item.
Yeah.
Wow. What this looks interesting. man.
My Penthouse magazine would have been girls of midgets and hunchback girls only.
I swear.
And Aborigines
Wow.
and albino chicks.
Wow. You're giving me a whole new list of stuff to search on Pornhub, my friend.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let's make it diverse.
That's true diversity.
True diversity. Hunchbacks, midgets, Aborigines, and albinos.
This looks like a really weird movie.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
So he's like in a VR chamber this entire time, like he's.
The Wilhelm scream.
A video game.
Wait, so he's playing Ryan Reynolds again, huh?
Yeah, that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
He's Deadpool without the Deadpool costume.
He's in a scripted game.
They would have released this movie 20 years ago. This would have been good for Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
His STD-ridden body of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
No, I saw a YouTube video on Jim Carrey's life, and man, it sucks.
Yeah, he's had a rough one.
Poof. STD-ridden body.
So I guess they're just special glasses. Oh.
He's stuck like in Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto.
This looks really fun.
I don't really like Taika Waititi as a director, but I like him as an actor.
I thought that was Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, is that who that was? Oh.
But I have to say, though, I guess I do like him as a director, I guess. I just don't like his politics.
Yeah,
I like him doing his own stuff.
That vampire film?
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that when you're talking about.
In the Shadows.
Yeah.
What we do in the shadows or something like that?
Yeah, and but I did love Thor Ragnarok, Terrazon. And then I'm like, I don't know what else he directed other than In the Shadows.
That lady at the end, why is she dressed like Edward Scissorhand?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Women can't be sexy anymore.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
Unless they have an extra back.
I like how free with her boobs she is in that show. That's just what I appreciate.
What show?
Anyway, I love that
man.
show. That looks good. I'm looking forward to that film because at least it's brand new. It's a different idea.
Yeah, it's
Dawn
a
of
new
Darkness.
thing.
What's up, bud?
New concept, new idea. What's going on? Dawn of Darkness. Terrazon.
Hail Dawn of Darkness! Hail Terrazon!
And there is a Deadpool 3 in the works, by the way, too. Just FYI, in case
Nice.
anybody was curious about it.
I think Ryan Reynolds is taking over Hollywood. Another Canadian taking over Hollywood.
What part of Canada is he from?
Vancouver. That's why he
Oh,
films
okay.
everything there.
Oh, okay.
There's parts of Canada?
Sorry?
There's parts of Canada? I just thought it was Canada.
That's all it is. It's just Canada. One giant glob of Canada.
It's just not.
That's it. It's just a country of two grand holders.
Is it like states or what do they call them? The different parts of Canada.
We call them provinces, eh?
Provinces.
It's like we sit around watching like hockey, eh? And then once in a while we put on some toques and watch Netflix, eh? And
Hey,
Ryan
Kermit,
Reynolds movies and Jim Carrey, eh?
Kermit could eat the poutine all day.
Sorry?
Kermit could eat the poutine all day.
Yeah, we like the poutine here, eh? It's great. Then you got the French Canadian, and you don't want to mess with them because those people are very crazy in the head, you know? And then you got the Newfoundlanders. There's all these different people from Canada, eh?
Hey,
The
well,
Newfoundlanders are from...
what I want to know, you know, when Iran shot down that plane, there was the Canadians in it. Or is it just?
Yeah, there was like 60-something Canadians that were
They were
in
like
there.
Arab Canadians, or were they Canadians?
I have no idea, eh? I'm pretty sure that they were Arab Canadians, eh?
Yeah.
There was
It got Trudeau so mad he grew a beard. Did you see that? Didn't shave his face.
SN Canadians.
Hey, but he can't add any black hair color to his beard for fear of being blackfaced again.
You know, crazy glue some very, very, very curly pubes on his face.
For sure. I've been actually thinking about doing blackface and reviewing what's the Dynamite? What's the Dynamite the blaxploitation film. Dynamite.
Black Dynamite, yeah.
Black Dynamite, yeah. I'm gonna do a Black Dynamite review and I'm gonna get some I'm gonna do a blackface.
Oh.
On Kermit, right? Kermit face? Kermit
yeah.
Black.
Oh, okay. I think that would be a hit.
That would be.
All right, guys. On that note,
I don't know.
think it's getting that time.
Yeah, it's definitely getting that
I don't
time.
know. You know, if you put that black face on Twitter, it might get you, suspended again. You might want to.
We don't need that. They're always trying to come after Kerm.
Okay.
You'll get them all after you, but then you'll become the most popular frog on the internet.
Oh yeah, everybody just needs to take a big whiff of the Kerm's peen-scented cologne.
But then you could show them your cock, and then you'd be like, "It's all out. It's okay because my dad was black, right?"
Well, my dad was a bullfrog, so I don't know, Shanie.
Jeremiah wants a bullfrog.
We're gonna get copyright struck for that. No, I'm kidding.
I'm already getting copywritten. All right, guys. That's. Thank you guys for doing this for me, guys. I really appreciate it. This video was brought to you by Shanie Entertainment Productions, and
let me quickly put the video in the chat. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, Shane made this awesome movie. It's a 7-minute video. It's fantastic.
It's awesome.
It's really good. It's fantastic. You're not going to see a better film. It's wonderful. It's the number one film you're ever going to see. You should go see it. It's just great.
We should submit it to Cannes, to the film, that place where and Sun. What is it called?
Cannes Film Festival.
The Sundance Film Festival.
Submit it to all of them, all these places.
They'll hate it just because there's Disney music in it.
It's right here, everybody. Go check that out. That's the link to it. That's Shane's new movie that he just made. And
guys, keep in mind, it's just part 1, part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is coming out.
And I'm going to applaud it right now.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
Thanks.
And yeah, I did put a lot of work into it. As much as it may not seem it, but it does. those things do take a long time.
They do. Well, because you wrote it, you wrote it, you directed, you started it, you did everything. Right?
I play three different characters in the next one.
He even catered it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, edited it.
Lighting, special effects. Yeah,
pretty much.
Did the score on it?
Yeah, it was an ordeal, and that was the easiest one to do because the next one is going to be a lot harder, and there's going to be a lot more intricate things I've got to do with it. But anyway,
I can't wait, man.
How it all goes.
Help us all get Shanie on Netflix, everybody. Help us get Shanie on Netflix.
That is my dream, and
or
Hulu series on Netflix, and then hire these guys.
Yeah, we'll even take Hulu if possible.
But that's under Disney.
If they, oh man.
Well,
Disney
it's all the same.
I got hired by Disney already. I'm making Star Wars. All right, guys. So everyone say something. So Ben, pimp out your channel.
I don't. I mean, just go watch Shane's video. Go watch Shane's video. There it is again. Love you all. If you want to check out, I'm doing Witcher videos that are actually really fun. So, okay, bye.
Yeah, go check out his video. This dude, I love his car videos. I just got to say, I love your car videos. I love them. They're raw. They're what YouTube is made for. I love it. DBS.
Yeah, I like to promote Shanie. Watch his movie. My channel, don't even bother watching my channel. There's nothing there. Watch Shanie. Just go watch Shanie. You go to my channel, you're disappointed.
He's got great lightsaber videos. He's hilarious. He's go check him out. And I'm gonna have you do some lightsaber stuff on mine eventually. If you have the time.
Yes.
There's so much I can do.
I would be happy to contribute.
Kermit the Log, go ahead, bud, or K-Log, peen scented cologne.
If you just Google Kermit and Log, I pop up. I'm a big deal. That's it. Hail Shanie and go watch Shanie's stuff.
Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys in the chat for coming. Wookiee Supremacy, Dawn of Darkness. Let's go. Terrazon, Michael Stark. Everybody. Hail everybody. Snowdub.
Hail.
All right, guys. Till next time.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.